Defensive tackle is a major need for the Las Vegas Raiders in the 2023 NFL Draft. Right now, you've got Bilal Nichols, you've got Neil Farrell Jr., as well as Matthew Butler, two guys you drafted last year in Farrell Jr. and Matthew Butler. That, you're kind of excited, but also if you got a chance to get a guy like Jalen Carter at 7, I don't think that you even bat an eye, you run that card to the podium. However, and I know that this is all going to become kind of long-winded, especially as we talk about our 3 answers at defensive tackle for the Las Vegas Raiders, but I think at the end of the day, if you have a big need like this, for my money, there is 3 players that you really need to take a flyer on early, or at least the top 3 that I'm really intrigued with. And at the top, I don't think it needs any introduction. Yes, Jalen Carter is that dude for the Las Vegas Raiders. I think he needs to be a top priority. Like, obviously, there's going to be a run on quarterbacks. Obviously, we don't know what could happen from like picks 1 through 5, but Jalen Carter, if the Raiders want this guy, they need to go get him. I know there's the whole character concerns, which are probably going to make him fall down the draft board anyway, so they're probably not even going to have to move around for this guy. He's probably going to fall right to him. So at the end of the day, yes, I understand that there's some character concerns, and I also know that earlier today, that is, the Raiders released the fact that they had crossed him off the list. No, they didn't. They didn't cross him off the list. And I can tell you a couple of reasons why. Number one, this is draft season. Everybody and their mama is doing smoke screens right now. Nobody's telling the truth. Do you really think that the Raiders would let something like that leak? No. And plus, then it was pushed out later tonight that, yes, they didn't cross him off the list. They're going to do their due diligence. So, no, they did not, I repeat, did not cross him off the list. He should be, and seems to be, still very much in the running, and he needs to be that number 1 defensive tackle taken. So, obviously last year, really showing up for the Bulldogs, helping them win yet another national title, 3 sacks, 7 total tackles for loss, and 32 total tackles. I mean, I know the stats aren't blaring, but just if you look at his PFF pass rushing and run defense grades, he's just so disruptive. He's just a player that he really does change the name of the game in so many different aspects. But you also really like his alignment. So yes, in big gap, he kind of does go over into both sides there. He really, to me, I think he is best at as a 3-tech. He's going to be a guy that does go in with another large defensive tackle that you have that takes up double teams like Neil Farrell Jr. and goes after the quarterback, because Jalen Carter is that dude. So yes, you like all of his different snaps on defense, but at the end of the day, this is the number 1 prospect. You're probably going to have a shot at him at 7. You need to go get him. It's that simple. And so if the Raiders find themselves at 7, Jalen Carter, Will Anderson Jr. maybe have somehow went, and obviously they can go corner, but if they have a shot, and if all the corners have magically went, or it just doesn't seem like the board is falling like they want to, they need to take a shot at their second answer, defensive tackle, Kalijah Canty. Now, again, I understand that you have a lot of needs on defense. Yes, you could still go corner. You could get Devin Witherspoon, who's literally the best cover corner in this draft. I'm really excited for him, or man-to-man, that is, cover corner. And yes, I understand, again, that this defense has a lot of holes, but Kalijah Canty is that dude. He is the second answer at defensive tackle for the Las Vegas Raiders, because, again, you already have a guy that can take up double teams in Neil Farrell Jr. Kalijah Canty is that dude that's going to get after the quarterback, too. Now, you had a fantastic combine, had back-to-back seasons where he had at least 7 sacks for Pitt over the last couple of years, and then yes, you look at his pass rush grades, he's clearly a pass rush guy. 92.4 PFF grade was his grade last year, also had a run defense grade of an 80.9, so he's clearly not in any way like a terrible guy in this regard. Like, he is clearly still a very good player, a top end pass rusher, and he's not a liability in run defense either. And then yes, you also look at his alignment, does seem to travel everywhere. He does seem to be a guy that you can do a lot of different things with, which does make you excited. So I think Kalijah Canty, again, if you want to pair him with Neil Farrell Jr., I can never say his name cleanly. Neil Farrell Jr., if you want to combine him with him and then have, I swear I'm sober. If you want to have Bilal Nichols come off the bench or whatever, or maybe you want to start him over Canty to start things out with, that's fine. But Kalijah Canty, he is a penetrator, he is disruptive, and he is going to get after the quarterback for the Las Vegas Raiders as that number 2 option. Now, this third option is only if the Raiders want to roll with Nichols at that 3-tech position and just have another guy on the inside that can just take up double teams and get after it as well. And that answer at defensive tackle number 3 is Mazi Smith. Now, first of all, I know that I'm probably not even close to saying his name correctly, but this guy is a dude. Standing in that 6'3", 330 type range, he's going to be an excellent run defender, and he definitely showed that while he was there at Michigan. And yes, I understand that at the end of the day, He's not that much of a pass rusher, but that is what Bilal Nichols does so well, is he gets after the pass rusher, he gets after the passer, and he does so many good things in the pass game that, I mean, if you drafted Mazi Smith here, I would not be at all offended or upset. Now, again, I think you would probably trade down and get more picks if getting Mazi Smith, because I think he's going to be towards the end of the first round, So I really think he's going to be fantastic. Pass rush grade of a 68.5 and a run defense grade of 81.3. Lined up mainly in the B gap, so it's not like he's really going to be doing anything different. But if you want to go Devin Witherspoon at 7, or the best corner that is available there at 7, because all the defensive linemen are taken, fine. But if you want to trade back up for Mazi Smith, I am all for it. Or if he falls to you, that works too. Because I think if you want to use him and Bilal Nichols as your two guys that are going to get it done on the inside, that works well for me. So again, you got two options for 3 tech guys that are going to be disruptive in Kalijah Canty, as well as Jalen Carter, but also you got a guy there that can be the big honking dude in the middle that's going to take up double teams, and he's going to have a lot of fun with it. But that is it. Let us know what you guys think about our 3 answers at defensive tackle for the Las Vegas Raiders. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome. We love every single one of you. Down in the description below, you'll find all of our social media platforms. So give us a like and a follow there. Also, remember to give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put it in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about our 3 answers at defensive tackle for the Las Vegas Raiders.